Oh, what is going on? I'm zmot, and we are going to be over here in the code boost, and then we're going to be jumping into warships. Got some kind of neat stuff going on. So this is my alt account. I've been playing it all season, and it's been in and out of the global top 500 more than most mom jokes. So I'm going to show you what I've been doing, how you can tweak your setup, how you can get in the global top 500. But more importantly, we're going to talk about a super interesting little tidbit. So typically in a season, you need to choose between defense, the building damage, the building health, and offense, which of course is troop health and troop damage. But these new seasons, this back node back here might actually make your defense better if you claim the troop damage. I know that sounds crazy, but Seeker players are actually fizzling more frequently against higher troop damage, and that is because of these guys right here, the critter launchers. And launching critters, notice that damage is boosted right about there. Let's just do a full little zoom in just for the full details. That actually is boosted by your troop damage numbers. So by going offense, you actually get better defense, which is very interesting and something that you shouldn't overlook. So I wanted to point that out because it's kind of neat. I initially, when using these beautiful Bombardier dudes, first time you'll ever hear me say that, with the troop damage, you end up obviously getting faster times, and in my limited experience with that building health, I actually switched that node, which is why I've spent some diamonds. I got faster, and with building health, my opponents didn't get much slower. So that was a gimme for me. I figured building health was the answer, and then I was wrong, which has happened at least once in my life. Notice that I also have not put a lot of tokens into heavy choppas. That is a waste of time, in my opinion, unless you're heavy choppa rushing, of course. By the way, also, these Bombardiers down here, they are only 2 keys each. I didn't pay any of attention to them on my main account, but this left-hand side dude over in here is pretty darn great, and this right-hand side dude is a complete waste of time, but they clear mines and get shot in the face for you. So for 2 keys, they're definitely worthwhile. I would highly recommend getting both of them, because then you can throw some flares. And speaking of flares, I have made it my mission to play this season without flares. Why, you might be asking? Honestly, I'm just leaning into the pain. Bombardiers and no flares is quite strange from me, but I'm kind of okay with that at the second. So at this point, this is my tech tree. I've got almost everything. I'm missing out on that sky shield, which would probably slow people a fair amount. But with that weird daylight savings time chest thing, I hate this chest time, by the way. I don't know about you guys. Maybe some of you like it, but I absolutely hate it. Chest time is now after 10 a.m., which is super annoying. Anyways, it'll be gone next season, but it'll still be an hour. It'll still be 9 a.m. Anyways, less whining, more attacking, and I am using 2 boats of rifles, 6 boats of Bombardiers, 95% of the time. That's going to change over time as more people get rocket launchers, more people get building damage. And this account, I actually have 7 engine rooms, so I've copied a base. I believe this is from Klung. I think it's been a long while though. So let's have a look. See, this person does not have rocket launchers, so we don't need to worry. Also, that person's cannon is way too close. So that cannon is going to draw our troops from that engine room. So I don't have to do anything fancy here. Just need to get going. So what I'm doing here is I am dropping a rifle there, a bombardier underneath each of those. And those guys are going to go right, which is going to be a problem. So I'm going to drop you up there and then you 3 over there. And then as things go along, I'm gonna send you over there and you over there, just assuming that some of our dudes are gonna go right, and it looks like they're actually not going to, which is going to be mildly annoying, but it shouldn't be a heck of a big problem. So again, need to worry about critter launchers because they are an absolute problem. We're also gonna clear some mines in the process, And then let's throw a med kit over here and another one of those beautiful Bombardier or Shock Knuckle deals. By the way, Shock Knuckles do get bullet closer, which is very, very vital. He might have gone to the other side had we have not done that. And now I think we're basically done. Bullet's going to clear this whole right-hand side. Those mine-clearing dudes are actually going to do a half-decent job of clearing some mines over there. And then as we get closer, we'll get that out and we'll throw a shock there. And that should clear this entire right-hand side. Critters, super duper helpful actually. And as those critters come out, we'll drop some more stuff on this left-hand side. So that has helped distract that boom cannon right there for a couple seconds as the rest of our troops come in. And by the way, if your opponent does have a sky shield, don't forget that you can drop all of your critter dudes, all of these guys through the sky shield. Their special squad flare does not care even the slightest about sky shield. So you can use that to get ever so slightly faster. I have gone super duper slow here. This is not going to be a great attack. I'm guessing they have 100% building health. Typically I would be above 2. There we go. Still managed to stay above 2 minutes against Squiggles McShortname. What do you got? I think we were 2 minutes 2. They are going to be 2 minutes and it's going to be, oh, we lost. Whatever. It's kind of funny. On this account, I really don't care about wins and losses, but that was a strange choice by that person. Let's go. I just want to go back and look at their attack here quickly. So if you're using the troops that this person is using, so they have 100% building health with 50% troop damage. If you're using heavy chopper, rocket chopper, make gosh darn sure that you go for that 100% troop damage. With rocket choppers, this person's hit would have been so much quicker, but still, fairly good hit. They got bullet back here with that one bombardier, heavy chopper, rocket chopper up there for the back ones, and then those guys can come across here and they can use that special flare to get this engine room if they so choose. So lots and lots and lots of different ways to attack this season. Haven't seen laser rangers in a hot minute, but otherwise lots of different strategies. There's seekers, there's mixed hits, there's heavy chopper, rocket chopper with bombardiers like this person is doing. So very, very, very neat stuff. But do consider getting that troop damage. They realistically would have gotten closer to like 230 if they had that extra troop damage, which means I would have lost even more. So right about now, you can get on the top 500 by just having bombardiers and just sending your stuff out there and having a decent base, which is what this account has been doing. The next couple days, maybe that will change, but I've seen a bunch of people that are down in like 17, 16, 18, and if this account by me can be in 19, you guys can definitely be in 19, and more people are starting to get into diamond. So what we are going to do here is I am going to send this over here, and then you two guys over in this neighborhood, and then bullet over here, and then I just hold. Like, there is no reason to send out that last heavy chopper quite yet, because I think we should be good as far as getting all of our stuff out. Some going right, some going left, and then just waiting. Getting bullet closer to get that shock knuckles out. And then I would love to have artillery right about now, because then I could actually do something as far as clearing some mines, but for the second, just don't have that option. So we're just gonna hang out here and see where we need that heavy chopper. You know what, let's send it over there. Bullet getting that critter launcher distracted, and then just need to be very careful about this left-hand side. I end up watching one side way more than the other, and it ends up getting me in a bit of trouble, so gonna try to pop at least, you see that? All of my guys just completely and utterly missed that boom mine, and so as a result, that was just ugly. Now we're gonna send you guys over here and you guys over here, and some of these guys are gonna clear some of those mines. We're gonna try to get some pink zombie mine clearing guys, and I very rarely get any sort of Bombardiers to come back. You definitely can get them to come back. I just utterly and completely fail every single time I try to get them to come back. So we're going to throw a shock about there, hoping that we get rid of that boom cannon just like we did, and then medkits, medkits, medkits. So many medkits. And the cruddy thing about running heavy choppas is that shock launchers just don't even care about your heavy choppas at all until they explode like they just did. So we got a little bit lucky there as that shock launcher turned towards its right, our left, and losing Bombadiers oh so quickly and not getting an overly good time, but our opponents also. Like, this is what I see more than anything, just opponents getting average to bad attacks and me getting slightly better attacks. We are going to get, this is a decent base, but still 130 flat, not super duper great, but Rojo coming in with slower, and it is constant. You don't have to be super quick to be in the global top 500 right now. You just have to have some of the tools, a halfway decent hit, and this is without rocket launchers as well. So if I was to add rocket launchers with that building damage, we would be slightly stronger, but I think I'm going to lean into artillery, or honestly, I haven't thought that far forward. So we are going to be sitting at global 631 by the looks of things, with 158 battles under our belt. Code Chicken, buck, sitting at a very similar rate. What are you at, Mr. Chicken? 353 battles, so also decently low number. Some of these players up above, there are players with like 1,000 hits. It is bonkers. And I think I just passed Orion as well. So shout out to Mr. Orion. I think that's his alt as well. So getting onto that global top 500, not terribly difficult at the second, and that might be underselling it, but got lots and lots of good tech. So on the middle engine rooms, I went through this bottom one, which is why I've got bullet, and then I went back up and unlocked these ones as without going back through the heroes, which is fairly optimal, so not wasting tokens on those heroes. So taking the knowledge I learned on my other account that I've now basically parked in Diamond and putting it towards making this one work fairly well. And just with these troops, like, we've still got 26 Bombadiers back there. Our rifles are still full. Our heavy choppas are basically full. So instant training this season, not really required, especially with last week having that 90% off troops. So really, really liking this season. Shout out to Luke, Mr. Skywalker, for that critter launcher tip. And also, I've heard from a bunch of you, this is your favorite season ever. So as this tech tree gets more and more refined, the devs get more and more tricks up their sleeves, I am super duper excited. So anyways, that is going to be it for me. Chest time is a long, long ways off. We are just going to keep grinding on this season, probably until Friday for me. I very, very rarely play on the weekend, so that's where I'm going to be. Let me know where you're going for, what your goal is, what your rank is, and if you play Warships at all for that matter. So do consider subscribing. There's some new exciting stuff coming soon, but we'll leave it at that. Thanks for coming in. I'm zmot. Peace.